Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this week's review on the M1 dividend portfolio. Let's go ahead and log in and see what the portfolio bought for this week. So let's go to the Invest tab, Activity. Here we go. All these dividends paid out this last week. Let's see what the morning trade for the 4th. Okay, so here, since it was the beginning of the month, we had the rewards redemption from the credit card that I always use. So actually, if we take it back to last week's, we see that on the 1st, which I believe was last Friday, we had a good buy. So this was from, let me see. Oh, some more BlackRock. Good. So we had a lot of buys, a lot of REITs. Let's see, on the 1st, on Friday, it was all due to dividends. Oh, yeah, the cornerstones hit on the 29th. And, I mean, it's all these dividends pretty much stacked up. And I don't know if I covered it last video, but they stacked up. And then on the 1st, which is Friday, it executed 15 buys. And then on Monday, on the 4th, that's when we had the rewards redemption kick in, as well as normal deposit, and we executed 17 buys. Some more REIT, some more Vici. Oh, those are great. Cube is great too. Let's see. All these are pretty. Oh, Enbridge. Yeah, absolutely. All these and more Cornerstone. Nice. Okay, so it's let's see what it excluded. I'm curious. Okay, so it excluded one of the Cornerstones. And again, it excludes these because it won't have over $1 allocated to it. So when it can't buy, I mean, I don't know why it shows it, but I'd rather just have these, if it doesn't qualify, or if it's not going to execute on these stocks, then just put it on the other ones, right? I mean, ultimately it all just stacks up in the brokerage account, and it will eventually get invested. It's just, I don't know how I feel about having that information available. I'd rather just have it, stay in the brokerage account or in the money market account, or just put it on some of this other stuff, right? But anyways, this is what happened on March 4th. So let's see what we got. 3 more. Okay, so on the 4th, it executed the 17 buys for 57, and then the 46 from the credit card redemption, it executed. Oh, there we go, some more Cornerstone. That is amazing. I don't know why I'm gonna look at the excluded, but anyways, yes, Cornerstone. You guys know how I feel about the Cornerstones. I feel like that's where I'm anchoring the majority of my portfolio. It's a 4-star fund on Morningstar, excuse me, and it's just great. Dividends are reliable, long track history. I know it dropped significantly since maybe the pandemic, I think, from what I remember. But I mean, right now it's been steady, and on both price and paying those dividends. So I do think that the Cornerstones are going to be, it's a staple on what we're trying to achieve. And remember, that's the FIRE lifestyle, financially independent, retired early. So let's keep going. So after this trade that we had on the 5th, all these other dividends kicked in, right? And then, so now we're just going to wait for next week and see how much we're going to execute. See, so already we're at 23.75. So next week, Monday, when the market opens, we're going to have all these from the dividends on top of the regular $50 deposit. So it's been a great last couple of days, last like 2 weeks or so. Okay, guys, so on the dividend tracker, we can see that we're up to, on the daily income, for $4.23. Weekly income is $29.69. Monthly comes out to $128.68, and annual income comes down to $1,544. So we're at a dividend of 7.54. So we're just cruising along now and waiting for this to eventually, we want that snowball to just keep growing, right? So if we take a look at the calendar for the March of for the month of March, we're gonna make 170.22 cents. Not too bad. And again, the last day, the last trading day, which is the 29th, looks to be the biggest dividend payout, which is going to be led by the cornerstones. And so every month I like to see more and more. So I know with the M1 dividend portfolio, we're going to be limited on how many shares of cornerstones we get based on the target allocation for the percentage of how much we want that portfolio to hold. So that's not to say that we're dumping a lot of the cornerstone on some of these other brokerage accounts. But I'll update you on that one as we come across it. But yeah, so the 29th is going to be the biggest pay date for this dividend portfolio, and it's carried on by the cornerstones. That is followed by, if I'm looking at this correctly, the 25th, which is USOI is going to pay us, and I think it's a tie maybe between the 6th, which already happened, and the 15th, which is next week. It looks like it's going to be a good decent amount. So that's it. That's what we got going on in the dividend calendar. All right, guys, so to cap off the video, we're going to see what the overall portfolio looks like. So since inception, we've deposited $20,761, and with a market gain of negative $275.30. Overall, we've earned $1,532 with 47 cents on dividends. So when you subtract that from the market gain, we come to a total of $1,257.17, putting us at a 9.92 return. So if we look at the holdings, it's 51 holdings. It's honestly a lot. I'd rather bring it down, or if I was to redo this, I would want to bring it down, I don't know, somewhere in maybe like the 20-25 range, so about half of what I have now. So it's going to be very difficult to look at some of the stuff that's comprising some of these pies. Maybe look at the weekly dividend pie, because I know some of those have changed the dividend or have changed just stuff around, and it's just not working anymore for what we're trying to do. I know the REITs pie is the one that's come down the most, but those dividends are very reliable, and that's what we're trying to do. So here shortly, depending on how the market turns out to be this next week or following weeks, I know it's an election year, so that's gonna have a lot to play. So from here on out to November, at minimum, we're just gonna be closely looking at these stocks, how they behave, how the dividend changes, if any, and if it doesn't coincide with that, achieving that goal of the FIRE lifestyle, then we're just gonna, sell it and allocate those funds into something that is producing reliable high dividends. All right, so that is it for the update, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Remember, if you have any comments, concerns, questions, complaints, hit me up. Don't hesitate to hit me up. But yeah, if also just so you guys know, I'm not a professional. All right, I'm not a financial advisor. Just a guy here on social media that's loves doing dividend investing, and just trying to share my knowledge with the world. So yeah, keep investing, and until next time, take care.